I'm playing Gemstone again. And before I give you guys, let me just untune from this. This is a back channel on Gemstone. So anyway, right now I'm in Teillistum, the Hanging Gardens. This is an elven town in Gemstone. We've got some people here. Look, a toll. A toll is a sorcerer, Daenerys Dark Elf, and we got some other people here. Clunk. I think Clunk is a dwarf. Clunk is a dwarf because I've met him before. And we got Aranvil is an elf. Okay, so looks like Clunk's got some gems. Gems are how you get money in Gemstone. You find a lot of gems. You can sell them to the gem shop. Looks like he got some uncut diamonds here, and he's wearing a magenta pouch. So right now, what I want to do is I want to show you guys a little bit of hunting. I'm using my monk. Monks in Gemstone usually use unarmed combat. I'm also a dwarf. And notice I've got brawling, 74 ranks. If I type info, this is my skills, my stats. My strength is near max at 98. It's 1 to 100, obviously. Now, the way it works is the lower the number here, the more it might give you a minus to that overall skill. So this is actually my rank. I have 65 in aura, but it's actually a -3 bonus in aura. So 98, my bonus is a 34. So when I'm doing physical things like combat, my strength, since it's a 98, it'll give me 34 to that skill or to that action that I take on. And for every 2 points in the stat, it gives you another 1 to your bonus. So that's how that works. Let's go kill some stuff. I'm gonna fight some undead. So I have a knuckle blade here. This is my knuckle blade. It's an unarmed weapon, obviously a knuckle blade. Basically, it's got blades on it. So it's a brass knuckle with blades. Okay, so I'm holding it in my right hand. I'm just gonna put on some items. Now I have items that buff my character. Right now, my brawling is a 74. Now I have all this stuff in this case of mine. This is an ironwood case. I just opened it. Opened my case. It's got some pretty good messaging. You pour over the maze-like surface of your ironwood case, running your fingers deftly along its lines until you find the hidden latch. With a twist of your wrist, you pull one segment piece while pushing on another. The case cover pops open. All right, so it's got some messaging. That's called a zest in Gemstone. When an item does something special that other people can see in the room, it's usually called a zest. All right. So I have some zested stuff. My robes. I have some heavy gray cotton robes. I'm a monk. Monks don't wear heavy armor. We wear robes. So if I exhale on my robe, I get this message that everybody in the room will see this message. You tense slightly as the spiritual forces of your gray cotton robe swell. Its powerful current manifesting as a brilliant flash of light. As you exhale, the light coalesces in your right hand, bathing your knuckle blade in a white hot radiance. So it's pretty cool messaging. Every time I exhale on my robe, it does that. So let's go kill some stuff real quick. I have a script here, and if I hit it, it takes all this stuff out of my case, and I wear it. So this is the reference to it's what I mentioned about scripting in Gemstone. I scripted this to take all these items that I wear and put them on and take them out of my case. I also have a script to put them back. Yeah, so it's just about done. It goes a little faster than this usually. There's just a little, okay, so, great. So, now if I type skills, you'll see that now my brawling is an 87, before it was a 77. That's because all these items I wore are enhancive items. They're giving me bonuses to my brawling. So let's bring up this map. This is a map application for Gemstone. I can pick where I want to go, and I know what town I'm in. We're going to go fight some undead Vorkas. Vorkas right here are level 39. Okay, and I'm level 35. So let's go there. So this is going to take me there. This is a map application. Takes me there. It's a script. So don't worry about it. I'm running some buffs here. I have a bunch of different things as a monk. If you see here, I've got Burst of Swiftness and Surge of Strength. These are all skills. See, I activated them with a script. Burst of Swiftness lasts for about 3 minutes. Okay, so here's a Greater Moorwhite. This is a monster. Now, as a monk, and we got 2 creatures. Okay, so they're swinging at me right now. What this means is, if you see, they have an attack strength, and I have a defensive strength. So he needs to roll over 100 to hit me, okay? They keep on swinging at me, and they're not hitting me. Now, what I can do is I can punch. Punch white. All right. As a monk, I can kick. You attempt a kick. I punched. I can jab. And I can grapple. Now, the cool thing about brawling is that you have to tier up with your damage. So basically, I jabbed him, and it says strike leaves the foe vulnerable to a kick. So now I can kick. I'll do a lot of damage with the kick. I did 103 points of damage. Okay. I'll punch the white again. I only do 1 point that time. Let's kick him. So right now, I'm starting to get overwhelmed here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 monsters. When you have multiple monsters in a room, they always have more of an advantage against you. It pushes down your defensive strength. And see, Moorwhite swings a Wickedly Cursed Scimitar at you, and he hit me for 3 points of damage. So I'm going to get out of here. Okay, so here's this white. He casts it at me. I can prep a spell. Spell number is what you do. And I'm going to cast it at the white. And I knocked him down. This is called casting strength. When you cast spells at monsters in Gemstone, instead of physical attacks, which are AS versus DS, it's casting strength versus target defense. So since I rolled over 120, I hit him I grappled his head, and I knocked him on the ground. Notice you can stun creatures too. They stay on the ground for a certain amount of time. Let me kill these things. You can also attack at a certain body part in Gemstone. If I try to attack the white in the neck, I could punch white neck, and I hit him. See, the more white twists around and blow only grazes the neck. So I did a punch, and I punched him in the neck. And now I'm definitely in trouble here because notice, look, I just got stunned. See that? Now I'm unstunned. I definitely gotta get out of here and show you guys some of what we saw. Oh, see, I parried. Wow, a lot of monsters around here. Let me bring up my map application and get the heck out of here. We'll go to a safe spot. This is usually a safe spot. Alright, so let me show you some quick stuff here. This is the back channel again in Gemstone. I'm just trying to get rid of it. This is the merchant channel where you can sell and buy and sell stuff. Alright, so let's go back. So this is just a lot of attacks I'm doing. Notice I'm getting nicked up a little bit. So I got hit I hit for 12 on the upper right arm. You can see here I got a wound. Actually, that's my left. That's my left. That's the right. So some other cool stuff here. My monk is a pretty good character. If you see what happened here, since this thing is an undead creature, my gray robes hum with spiritual force, and I steel myself against the oncoming attack. My robes have a special ability that any 15% of the time, 15% of the time when an undead creature attacks me, I will have this occur with my robe, and my defensive strength will go up for one attack. See, notice it went up here after I anticipated his move, and then when he swings at me next time, it's 234. So it's about 19 actually. Some other stuff that happened here. Let's see. So let's go back to this magical attack. I had a casting strength of 185 against his target defense. Now, this is cast versus armor. What that means is his armor is giving him a plus 25. I mean, his armor is plus 25 to me to hit him. So obviously, the lower that number, the better the armor. Okay, the stronger the armor. There's different armor types in the game, and they have different effects against magic. I hit him for 120, and then I get my damage. He failed his warding. He took 25 points of damage to the head, and he got knocked down to the ground. So let's make sure I'm still safe here. There's no creatures around here. So something pretty cool here. I dodged twice, and I evaded. I dodged once, and I evaded once. So basically, there's different ways to avoid damage in Gemstone. You can dodge it, you can evade it, you can parry it. Okay, or you can just flat out be missed when they swing at me. When they swing at me like this, see this? He never hit me, okay? Because he didn't roll over 100. So this is a pretty cool thing to see here, because as a monk, I have a lot of dodge. If you type skills, you will see my dodge is 75 ranks. Okay, so that means I've trained 75 times in dodge, and the bonus I'm getting is a 175 to dodging. In Gemstone, there's a lot of mathematical calculations that are done in the game. Oh, I had another session up here. So as I was saying, in Gemstone, there's a lot of mathematical calculations that the players themselves don't know. Sometimes we know because we're told by the people who made the game. Sometimes we don't. Dodging, I think, is one that we don't really know the total mechanics of it. But no, if you train more in it, you're going to dodge more attacks. So you'll see I dodged 2 straight attacks. I dodged 2 straight attacks, and both of them were in that 15% range because I got that hum on my robes. My robes, they're tier 3 of that type of flare, the type of flare that I'm getting when I steel myself against that. And now that I paid a bunch for. But I'm not going to talk about the economics of Gemstone now. I'll talk about that in the next video. Next video, I'll probably do some melee combat instead of unarmed. This is pretty cool. Also, this white tried to point a clawed finger at me, and what that means is he tried to cast a spell at me. Now, you will see here it says you quickly blank your mind and manage to avoid the effects of the magical attack. My monk has a 27% chance of avoiding all magical attacks against me because I've got an ability called Slippery Mind right here. Only monks and rogues can use it. It helps me avoid more spells. So this was another video just about some combat and some cool stuff. And my next video will probably be more about, we'll do some melee combat instead of unarmed, and we'll do some talk about economics of Gemstone. Alright guys, I'll see you later.